Oh, interesting. Hello, you guys. How you doing? It is I, your favorite Whimsy. How is everybody? You guys okay? You wait in the car on the side of the road. Let me go and stand a while. I wanna know you're there, but I wanna be alone. If only for a minute or two. I wanna see what it feels like to be without you. I wanna know the touch of my own skin against the sun, against the wind. I walked out in a field, the grass was high, it brushed against my legs. I just stood and looked out at the open place in a farmhouse out of way. And I wondered about the people who lived in it. And I wondered if they were happy and content. Were their children a man and his wife? Did she love him and take her hair down at night? If I stray away too far from you, don't try and come and find me. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't mean I won't come back and stay beside you. It only means I need a little time to follow that unbroken line to a place where the wild things grow, to a place where I used to go. If only for a minute or two. I wanna see where I feel what it's like to be without you. I wanna know the touch of my own skin against the sun, against the wind. Thank you. That was Lucinda Williams. Thank you. How is my sound, my beloveds? How is the sound? Is everything okay? You're very kind, Sally. I thought it would be nice to open today with music. As many of you know, I like to sing folk songs. And some people don't like to hear me sing, and that's okay. Not everybody, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. But if we have a voice and we want to sing, we should sing. And those people that don't want to listen, they don't need to listen. Right? How is everybody? You're good? All right. Barbara Sobel writes, it just came out of the wire that metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was modified. I'd want to fact check that, find the data. It could have been that it was cut because we don't want to sit there and watch 8 hours of plain footage. So that might be the modification. That's where my head goes. The remote view I did showed suicide and that he had leaped from the top bunk and pushed himself forward in order to do it because he lunged forward, that he had tied it to a rail, and that he had, at first he had failed because he was scared, and that's why he had wound up in the psych unit, was attempted suicide. And the final time he succeeded. And I think a conspiracy, oh no, someone did this to you. Nobody did this to me. Yeah. So he was looking at, what I said as Jeffrey Epstein is, and I have the reading. You guys can go ahead and check it out. But he said, this hell will never end. He realized that the hell he was in was never going to end. And yeah. So I saw suicide, but we'll wait and see. Daily Beast, the Trump administration is backing away from getting rid of FEMA after months of vowing to abolish it. Yeah, no surprise there. What are you going to do without FEMA? They are getting rid of our government safety net because they don't want to pay their taxes, but they themselves have bunkers. What do you guys think about that? Peter Till's bunker in New Zealand. Why would you want to be alive if we're all going to be dead in 71 minutes in a nuclear strike? Somebody had said, you're a warmonger because of the data that I presented to the IDF that they probably already knew years before, which is that we can't have rogue actors getting a hold of a nuclear weapon, which is very likely. If Iran were to build a nuclear weapon, it would give it to an army, a rogue army that it funds, like Hezbollah or Hamas or Islamic Brotherhood. So, in fact, it's such a high risk, they're surprised it hasn't happened yet. So, and then Iran can claim innocence, which is what they've been doing for years through these proxy wars. So when we talk about dismantling and taking the power away and putting somebody in that's pro-Western, like the Shah's son, we're talking about the realization that countries that are unstable, violent, run by extremists like Pakistan should not have nuclear weapons. Putin should not have access to nuclear weapons. Kim Jong-un should not have nuclear weapons, right? Because these are places that don't have normal stopgaps. They're not democracies. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what an odd duck. Why would you be declaring war on Canada, which we do so much trade with? So I'm sure nobody is particularly happy with what they're. Anybody here have retirement funds that are sinking? Oh, what a world, right? And you can't help but wonder what the heck is going on, right? But yeah, that's what's going on. We are at war with our allies. Can you please check on Joe's health? Is he getting chemo or other treatments only he can get? I miss him so much. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go ahead. We'll do the empath's prayer. And if anyone likes to receive a healing at this time, you may do so. Personal readings we can probably do today since I have slept until 10 in the morning. So here is how it works if we're going to be doing personal readings. We need to lay some ground rules. First off, I need some people to act as moderators to help me because it gets a little bit crazy. So we have elected, we got to elect some people here. Let's figure this out. All right. Who wants to be a moderator for the Oracle of Whimsy? Because I want to be able to give people readings, but there's a couple things going on that have kind of made it difficult for me. No spamming me, right? No spamming me. Ask only one question. We had somebody come on last week. I hadn't even gotten to his question yet, and he kept asking over and over again questions. This happens a lot where I'll be going through the list. It takes me 20, 30 minutes, and then people think I'm reading in real time, and they're accusing me of ignoring them. I'm being very polite. I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm so tired of that. I haven't gotten to your question yet. I start with the very first question. If you're here at 1 p.m. and I've been going for an hour, don't be mad if I can't get to your question. That's the other thing. And people who donate, that goes to my tax fund. Yes, I owe a lot in taxes, unfortunately, being a sole. So everything goes to taxes. Everything is going to taxes. And sorry, I got a frog in my throat. So people who donate get to go to the front of the line, and then I'll go back to reading one person at a time. But I will give special attention to those people who donate. Connie Morris, I believe, is a moderator, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Yes, Connie. Anthony, I think you are cool. I'm going to make you a moderator. Terry Gallant, you've been elected a moderator. Got a frog in my throat. I hate when that happens. Anybody else want to be a moderator? Okay. Got rid of that frog. So those are the rules of the game. Okay, sound good? Sound good. Oh, the last thing is if you want a question and you're donating, if you could put the question in the chat section of the donation, because donating, but if I have to search for your question, it makes it difficult for me to help you. So if you donate, make sure to put the question in the donation. All right, clearing this throat of mine. It is so much better than it used to be since I've got an air filter. Used to be really bad. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and do the empath's prayer. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support of the channel. If you could like, share, and subscribe, I'd be really grateful. Sound good? All right, let's do this. All right. I call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together, collectively, as a community, we say, Amen. And for those of you who request a healing today, we pray that you receive a perfect healing in mind, body, and spirit. And again, we say, Amen, Amen, Amen. May all souls be healed. You know, Trump probably isn't going to get rid of FEMA because of what happened in Texas, and a lot of Texans are pretty unhappy with it. So now is not the time to get rid of FEMA when you're collecting the bodies of drowned children, right? Well, we don't have any money for that because we don't have FEMA, right? All right, Barbara Sobel, can you please check and see if another cat is coming into my life and where where will this cat find me? Oh my goodness. Well, lucky you if you get to have a cat in your life, Barbara, because cats are the best. Thank you for the donation, by the way. All right. Your cat. Let us see about Barbara's cat situation. I always look for the Queen of Wands because the Queen of Wands has a cat. And so if I see her, that's usually a cat spirit. I should probably get the cat tarot. I've got the cat tarot. You know, today I was listening to the Muslim call to prayer, and Mila picked up her ears like she recognized it, and then she jumped up like, it's the Muslim call to prayer. And Muslims love cats, right? Cats saved Egypt. And I'm thinking, does she in her soul remember this? It was kind of interesting. You know, she was like, I know that prayer. It was really weird. Yeah, there's something going on there between cats and Islam and their connection to that community, which is where they come from, the domesticated cat. All right, your cat, Barbara. So 7 of Wands. This would be a cat that was out on the streets. It was discovered out on the streets, and it was probably a female that had to defend herself from toms or something like that. I don't know where you're located, but she's having to defend herself, or they are having to defend themselves. So this is a cat that is on the street or maybe got lost and doesn't belong there. This is the first thing we see about this cat. Like, get me out of here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So being methodical and doing your homework. Oh, maybe a pregnant kitty. So a cat got pregnant or something out on the street. You could go to the shelter and, but it's a female, your cat. And it looks like she had to defend herself because of being attacked out on the streets. So, yeah, that's your reading. Yeah. Bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You probably have to pay for it to get fixed. Yes. Well, you could go feed a street colony, or there's a lot of ways you can find it. But yeah. All right, Joe's health. How is Joe doing? Joe's health is topsy-turvy. Two of Pentacles, it's back and forth. It's hit or miss. Some days are better than others. Some days are better than others. I've got to switch this. Excuse me. Hold on. And his opposition. Oh, yeah. He's really struggling at night. Yeah, he has a lot of love and a lot of support, but it's topsy-turvy right now. Yeah, we just have to send prayers to Joe, let him know we love him. He knows it. We did. We made it to the weekend. Hi. Hi, Terry. Good to see you here. God, why is it doing that? Do you think the flooding, hi Sandy, in Texas was a way to traffic human children? No. No, we've always had problems with flooding in Texas. It's just something that happens even before we had global warming. Oh, hello, darling. Oh, thank you. God, I got this frog in my throat. It's driving me crazy. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is all yes, I just sang a song for those of you who are joining us. Oh, glad you liked it. Loud and proud. Oh, good. Okay. Anthony Rizzo in the house. Okay. Shawnee, I'm going through these. Blazin'. Yes. Any news on the recount of 2024? Are we doing a recount? I didn't know. Let's take a look. Are we doing a recount of 2024? Ooh, I see anger. You know, they may be threatened or extremely angry, even violent, even using the U.S. military to prevent it. This is like raids and violence, and the sun is coming out. So the people, there's a feeling here that the people aren't smart enough to choose a candidate that's good for them. Yes, evidence of election manipulation is happening, and there's an attempt to use the military or our intelligence agencies to stop the investigation. We can keep methodically showing the proof and winning in the courts, but this whole thing is crashing. So I think that Trump is going to be given the honor of resigning without, so the fastest way is to just get him to step down. And that might be what happens. Happy Friday to all. May I have a message, please? Absolutely, Anthony. Good to see you. Anthony Rizzo, the barber, a message for you. Newly elected what do they call those folks? Moderator. Okay, Anthony, here is your message. 7 of Wands, to defend your territory. So you may feel that you need to establish boundaries where you're at with people or situations you're challenging. Protect your neighborhood. Start in your neighborhood. That, addressing the issues of, we all have to get back to working on community. It's all about going back to the community. Yeah, I feel like you have to protect yourself energetically from hostile or abusive persons. You have a 7 of Wands here, and you have a Knight of Swords, angry persons around you. 2 of Swords, you may be in denial about how toxic the environment is. So be very careful about that, Anthony. The suggestion here is your worst trait or the thing you're challenging with is don't put your head in the clouds. 2 of Swords. Don't be foolish regarding issues of love and trust. Accept that people who are, they are, that they will show you who they are. People who you give the benefit of the doubt when they've clearly shown you who they are, you must begin to protect your energy and your community. Unfortunately, that's what it says. That is your reading. Hi, Rex. Hello, Vivian. Did I cut my hair? No, my hair is there. Sometimes I trim it. Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Yes, you are, my love. You've been elected. You've earned your stripes, darling. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you. How are you, Wendy? Wendy, are you a moderator? Has that happened for you? I'm going to make Kelly a moderator. People that have been here a long time that contribute, I think. Wendy's already a moderator. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Looking good there, Wendy. What's next for CN? What is next for CN? What is next? Let's have a look, darling. Let's have a look. The next thing you should focus on is addiction, codependent relationships. Your relationship to, it can be food. Well, I don't drink or smoke. Well, but I eat potato, this is my problem. I like to eat at night while I watch YouTube. So watch codependencies and addictions. A new road regarding, so it's a new beginning for you. And be careful about, this is another warning about your relationships as well. Be careful and guard yourself from codependent relationships that could be unhealthy. Also, your relationship, with substances, if that includes food. Food is an addiction. It can be an addiction. Sugar can have addictive properties to it. I see you moving and getting a new job, by the way. Yeah. All right. Next up is Lisa Turner. Thank you for the donation, Lisa Turner. Much appreciation for that. Okay. Any messages from Spirit for me or mine? Absolutamente. Message from Spirit for Lisa Turner. God, what is all this anger and boundary issues? Is this just Trump, where people are just in your face? Everybody's like in our faces. This angry, violent wind over you. Battles. I see battles everywhere. Battles and strife and trying to create new beginnings. And people say you can't run from your problems. I want to be very clear. Sometimes you can. Saying to a woman who's a victim of domestic violence, who's trying to get away from an abusive partner, you can't run from, so she stays and gets murdered. Sometimes you're a pot in a slow boil and you need to get out of, if the environment is not conducive to a healthy life, so this is an assessment of your dynamics with other people that could be trying to cage you, control you, manipulate you, feeling caged or cornered. And instead, focusing your attention on mastery. Then the person tries to heal, Raphael. So you dump people and then they try to be nice to you. Do not take them back, Four of Cups. Do not take them back. Instead, with a Four of Cups, they want you to focus on, do you have a retirement fund? Do you have a retirement fund? Have you taken care of yourself? Have you taken care of your side hustle? Because Eight of Pentacles means, girl, you got to take care of yourself, Lisa. And I'm also feeling anger. like your anger is appropriate if other people are taking advantage of you. Also, I feel this 9 of Wands, like I've been pushed into a corner. 4 of Cups. I do not want you in my personal space. Work on yourself. Make sure you've got money in your retirement. Take care of yourself, Lisa. You are the priority right now. Yeah, that is your reading. Message from Spirit for the rest of the calendar year. Hi, Rex. Thank you for the donation. Oh, my goodness. Your calendar year, the message is the higher ethos. Also, if you are in the LGBTQ community, this can be a deeper commitment with your partner and a possibility of marriage coming into the person's life. 2 men who take the vow. So depending upon what your question, if it's an LGBTQ person and they're asking about love, it could be that you're taking it to the next level. You could be actually getting married or something like that. If you're alone and you want to be alone, it could be about looking towards the higher ethos, going into the self, examining yourself, examining your own judgment, fear of the tower. We're all afraid of that. I see you, if you're in the LGBTQ community, you could be getting married because of this juxtaposition. The one thing that saves us from the world is finding one person who we can trust, right? To spend our lives with. You and me against the world. You know that song? Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. Yeah. Crystal Blue, general reading, please. Absolutamente. Too many choices. 7 of Cups. I don't know what to do with my life. Scholarship. Begin the act of learning and then you will find your path. Go back to what you love when you were a child. Do not settle for that which is beneath you. Those are your cards. You can see your cards here. We'll show them to you. Confused maybe about a direction. The person enters into a time of scholarship. They're returning back to the thing they love, and they refuse to take something that is beneath them. So, yeah, time to begin to go back to that which you love. Master that which you love. Going for testing tomorrow while we find out what's going on with me. My concern here is chemical sensitivity when I go into your energy, Wendy, and a chemical overload, and that this could trigger an autoimmune condition. So also viruses, etc. So let's take a look at Wendy. Viruses, mold, chemicals, being around all that toxins you were dealing with before. And the issue, King of Cups, Ace of Wands. Part of what was going on, did you get rid of that crazy guy next door? Because there's something about a man in his cups and aggressive energy. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. You're going to be okay. Whatever it is, 3 of Cups. Hallelujah. Also check your hemoglobin A1C. Make sure your blood sugar is okay. But it could be that you're struggling with some kind of immune situation. You're going to be okay. You're very welcome. Hi, Rana. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you. Whimsy. I don't have a P in my name. I'm not wimp. There ain't no wimp here, honey. A PA wants to hand count, and Wisconsin says they feel cheated. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Well, that'll be interesting. Hello, Miss Janice. Good to see you here, my darling. Christina O, can I have a message? Sure, babe. Let's get a message out to Christina O. What does Spirit have to say to Miss Christina? Christina, your message is a commitment, possibly purchasing of a home or something to do with real estate. There's a possibility also of international travel here. So, what's interesting when you get this kind of juxtaposition, it could be that the person is committed to buying property or staying here, but the opposition is that the person wants to see the world. The hopes and fears, two of wands would be partnerships and commitments, and final outcome is to flee like a thief. So maybe you're one of those people. What's going on with my glasses? Oh, hold on a second. Is that it? Why am I what is going on with my glasses? Let me fix this, excuse me. What in the world? Oh, it's this thing. I don't know what's going on with my glasses. Oh, I'm trying. I don't know how to do the lights. Yeah, so I give up. Okay, I give up. If I go down here, why is it doing that? I don't know. Yeah, so Christina O, the message for you is maybe that you want to be careful about committing to staying anywhere because there's this desire to flee, but you could be, think about leaving the country. We all are thinking about leaving the country. Okay, Ronna Llewellyn, may I have a message, please? Yes. I can't take it anymore. Excuse me, guys. I read every comment. Why can't I fix this? The glare in your glasses is really annoying, Dr. Ann. Look at that. It's right. I'm actually making it worse. Yeah, I read every comment, every attack. Uh, I give up. I give up. I give up. Oh, is it this one? No. Which one is it? It wasn't that one. So it's got to be this one. Better. So that's something that is a pet peeve for me, is that I will often get people on here that just complain. You know, like, I don't like your singing voice. I don't like the glare of your glasses. Could you purchase out of your own pocket some expensive glasses that don't, it'll run you about $500 because it bothers me when I see, no. Those things push my buttons. All right. So did we get to Ron and Llewellyn yet? I'm sorry. Well, that's better. It was too low. I'm learning. I don't know. This is not my area. Did I get to her yet? I see. I'm 10 of Swords. What the hell is happening to people? Yes. Were you the one that we said had to leave? Yes, it's repeating itself. Maybe time to get out and see the world a little bit. You know, some of you are being called outside the United States. Some are frightened of leaving the United States. And other people feel like now is the time to go because the financial situation is so bad. Yeah. All right. Messages from your angels. Yes, that sounds like a very good idea. Okay. Message from my guides. Barbara Arnaz, message from your guides. Yes. Ooh, I see you sailing on a trip. They say time is running out. It's important for you to take this trip. They're talking about a trip. Dark clouds on the horizon could be your hopes and fears. A trip will help you find yourself. And there's also a feeling here of sadness or grief. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are traveling. Thank you so much, Tanari, for that generous donation. This is fun. Will you please tell me if I will have a car bought and paid for, and if so, around when? Thank you so much. Well, I wouldn't hold on to that one. A car bought and paid for? Is somebody offering? I don't know. Let's take a look. Tanari's car. What can we tell about Tanari's car? Eight of Swords. Yeah, you don't want to lease a car. You don't want to lease a car. You don't want to be stuck with more debt and more paper problems, right? Now is the time to be frugal. Four of Pentacles and taxes, hopes and fears. You're generating money. And the final outcome for you is that you yourself will buy your own car because you have huge potential here to create wealth for yourself. So you needn't worry about getting somebody to give you money. You can manifest it yourself as the Empress. The Empress is abundance and wealth. So coming out of the poverty, we want to come out of the poverty mentality, but we also want to become masters. We cannot expect to be given money if we are not masters. So, but you will buy your own car. You will come out of this. The Empress. The treasure trove that ever overflows. Hey, I hope you're all well. Feel loved and not as if you have been abandoned by life. Oh, that sounds horrible. If it's hard now, it will get better, but it's going to be hard and get worse for a while. I'll be okay. One card for you is, I see you getting a new job, sick. You will have a new job. Sick, you will have a new job. I see you traveling the world. I see you having a strong relationship with spirit. Maybe you're a Buddhist who chants, but whatever is going on with you, you've gotten two major arcana, and they say prayer, meditation, and you have the gift of manifestation. You are gifted at manifestation. Thank you, Rex. That's very kind of you. You're very welcome, sweetie. Always, always for you, my love. Oh, nice to see you as well, darling. All right. Thanks, Whimsy. I was wondering if you can sense if the birthmark I have on my stomach is a wound from a gunshot in a previous life. Oh, yeah, the whole marks, like the witch's mole. If you were killed, burned for witchcraft in the past, you'll often have a signature mole. Should I have it removed? Or, yeah, I've got the witches have moles. Well, I don't have a mole. Yes, I do. It's right there. So remove it, keep it. It's up to you. But that's what they say, moles. I knew a friend, she had so many moles and she was a practicing witch. I'm like, how many times did they kill you? She's like, a lot. They keep killing me. All right. So the birthmark on your stomach, let's find out what it is. It took place when you were in the womb, and it had to do with an irritation that happened with the mother at the umbilical cord, they're saying. So something happened, there was an irritation or something, and it resulted in melanin and the birthmark. She might have had food poisoning when she was pregnant with you. When she was carrying you. You had a past lifetime when you were in London. You struggled in poverty in London. This is your life. On the main streets of London, asking for aid. Oh, look at that. You had a previous lifetime as a woman also. It had to do with an irritation. Maybe that was the lifetime when you were killed, but they're saying that there was also an irritation. It's common when you get these kinds of things in pregnancy, and we think that's when the cells do strange things. Oh, you're very welcome, my love. Should you get a forensic attorney to check money where I live? You mean to see if you have any money? Let's take a look. King of Cups. The Winds of War. Five of Swords. No, it would be, it is not to your benefit at this time to do that. There's also a sense of betrayal. Perhaps you felt that you should have been left money, but it does not, there's a betrayal here. So I would not do that at this time. Yes. Hello, Tasha. Any message from Spirit for me? Sure, let's take a look. Tasha, a message from Spirit for Tasha. Your message is Two of Wands. A time of partnership and collaboration is over you. A new beginning awaits you. You're entering into a time of great knowledge, and you will have victory in the next 6 months over your endeavors. So partnership, scholarship, and success in the next 6 months in your endeavors. Good for you. Hi, Clip. I am making an AI of you saying 1940 German stuff. It's going on Reddit. Have fun. Okay. Sounds good. Who cares? Oh, this is the guy that does the anonymous stuff. He he needs attention. Nobody cares. All right. Wendy Burt, going for testing. Yeah, we did that. Interesting. The LGBTQ aspect applies here with the Hierophant and starting to open myself up to love more. Oh, yes. It's interesting. I had a feeling, but it's your story, because the Hierophant came with the Two of Cups, and one way we get close to God is by loving another person and finding that person that we can trust. And, we're all human beings. We all have a history. We've all made mistakes when we were young, but your soulmate is coming to you. Yeah, I'm glad, Rex. Good for you. It's time. It's time to love. It'll happen. I love when I see love. List this racist, the racist hero reader. I don't know what that's about. Thank you. Okay. Yes, it's live. Biscuit, yes, live. Oh. Okay, so Biscuit would be an example of somebody that you see, we're having trolls. So it's important to just let everybody see the trolls. You see this Brian guy? You see what he's writing? So I need my moderators to help me with this stuff. Right? Do I have this? Can you guys get rid of the stuff for me? Because that's kind of why you're a moderator. Let me also, I guess that's a sign of success, right? When you start to get bots. I'm going to make an AI of you being a Nazi. Oh, that'll be fun. Making a Jew a Nazi. That'll be, okay, not whatever. Nobody cares. It only makes me more famous. Yeah. It's kind of, what a pathetic loser. I'm sorry, but it's not that you upset anybody. Like Rick Santoro saying faggot. These are I'd appreciate if you guys could get rid of these people. Somebody just gave, so yeah, so we're being trolled. So if you guys can take care of that, I would really appreciate it. They think, I mean, can you imagine being so hungry for attention that that's what you do? I mean, it's like, God, what a loser. Are you just sit in your basement looking for people to hurt? Get a fucking job. It's like, Maria Marino. Hi, sweetie. Will I ever have a romantic relationship again? That's up to you. If you want a relationship, you can have one. If you don't want a relationship, you don't have to have one. A romantic relationship again. Let's find out. A romantic relationship. is, ooh, they say you'll be a lot smarter the second time around. There's your lover. You're very analytical, which is kind of cool. Hopes and fears, the husband. So it's what you don't get married right away. Get to know the person, like. And the final outcome for you is taking the weapons of war. It's a very afraid, like something must have happened that was not. Um, yeah. So I would say that it's up to you, but there's a real, um, yeah, there's a real fear here. Yeah. Tasha's right. Tasha, do you want to be one of the moderators? Yeah. It's just annoying. Yeah, Leia is just telling them to go back. That's okay. We can. Leia's okay. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Hello, Bussy. Yeah. Oh, just some loser. M. Night Shyamalan, Beer Daddy, we need someone with free tits. So again, this would be a loser. We have them here. Oh, look. Uh, Leia's not a troll, is she? Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Wait a minute. Maybe she is. Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah. Supposedly, he hit us with a troll farm of some type. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me take care of this. Okay. Yeah, they're gone because I put a timeout. Here's another loser. Good God, what a they're not real people, by the way. They're just so read this and then the Frank Hassel, that would be he's another troll, so if you could get rid of him. And he's calling me a kike. Isn't that nice? Yes. And KC is calling somebody the N-word. So probably because I banned somebody who wanted us. There was one of the. It doesn't matter. They're such losers. Who wants to give them attention? Clean your toilet bowl before I come eat all your waste. Okay, there's another troll. So let's see. Somebody got attention. Oh, I didn't get no attention. My mommy, my pee-pee. I need attention. Oh, they'll be gone soon. I will deal with it. It's just that some people are losers and they know they're losers. And this is what they do because they're losers. Think about it. This is all the power they have. Can you imagine having so little power that this is all you have? God. Did you hear about that woman that um, took care of the foxes and then she committed suicide? Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's not with people. A guy paid money to have 100 bots spam me, saying the N word and calling kike, and it's just he's a loser because I kicked him out. There's losers. Don't give him attention. Hi, David. Losers. Okay, David, your first message is, oh, I see a lot of money coming to you. Good for you. You got wealth coming to you. Ooh, dang, what are you involved in? You got money up the wazoo, David. Good for you. Look at that. Oh, you are, they say you are a businessman. You're an entrepreneur. Yeah. So that's your future. That's your reading. Good money cards. Tasha, hello. Do you have any messages from Spirit for me? Yes. Your message is flee like a thief. Your opposition is the King of Swords. A lot of you folks are quitting jobs, quitting relationships, hopes and fears, the fighting. I see you ending a relationship of some type. Look at this. Run like a thief from the King of Swords. There is much fighting, and it is over. So I don't know if this is a boss or a man in your life who has hurt you, but they're saying that it is time to end it. Yeah. Oh, we got rid of the bots. Hi, Wendy C. Thank you, everyone who's donated, by the way. Much appreciation. Any messages related to my life path? Ooh, that sounds like fun. Nice. Oh, thank you, Leah. Yes. Leah wasn't a troll. She was just being funny. All right, Wendy C. It says, ooh, now is a time of entrepreneurship, Ace of Wands, and to go and seize the day. You guys ever heard that song? Now is the time to seize the day. Pick up the torch and don't delay. From Newsies. So this is a time of great opportunity for you. And entrepreneurship, and you're going to go get up and go, and your opposition is much work lay ahead for you. Your hope and fear is the King of Swords. So you may not want the discipline right now. It is you could be fighting for discipline. Now is the time for discipline. Yeah, that is your reading. Yeah. Well done, moderators. Thank you. Oh, thank you, my love. You're very kind. Yeah, good job, everybody. May I ask what I need to know to start feeding seniors, please? Well, seniors, you want to be careful about blood sugar, and you want to make sure that the food is easy to digest and mostly plants. So that's why I like crock pots, because as we get older, it becomes harder our pancreatic function declines. So if you're asking about what they should eat, stews and soups are the way to go, man. We can all benefit from those. So good for you. Soups and stews. And your first house is Six of Pentacles, caring for the vulnerable. You could connect with existing companies, organizations like Meals on Wheels. Your opposition is take it slow, Your hope and fear is Two of Swords. May not be easy to connect with people, but they say it will change your life. Yeah, just start calling around the various different groups. Yes, we have a lot of people here. Everything's fine. Yes, David, we got to your reading. Uh, Everybody is in line, and we get to you when your time comes and you received your reading. You're going to be rich, by the way. You've got an entrepreneur spirit. Your cards were excellent. Hi, Tasha. I love honesty. Yeah. Don't give attention to brats. Just block them. Hello, Whimsy. Should I start a business on my own or in partnership with my daughter? Let's take a look. Partnership with your daughter would be good because then it can continue on after you pass. That's the thing we like about that. But let's take a look. We would be looking for Two of Wands with entrepreneurships in partnership. But let us look, my beloveds. Let us look. A contract, a new beginning, real estate, building something, a blueprint. Do you have a business plan? So, what is the business plan? Constructing the blueprint. So, the first thing you must do is construct a blueprint and then put yourself through war games. The worst that can happen, the best that can happen. Use AI. The opposition, the King of Cups. You may feel that nobody believes in you or that people are skeptical. A new beginning comes to you, and your final outcome is confusion over this issue. The clarification is the Two of Wands, which we were looking for. That's the partnership over business, your opposition. You know, I feel like somebody in your life, possibly a man, made you not have faith in yourself because of this. Somebody who had low, maybe it was her dad, but some guy gets involved with you. He's got low self-esteem because he doesn't have faith in himself. He doesn't have faith in you. Then he projects it onto you, and then you become confused. Well, maybe he's right. Maybe I can't do this. Take a leap of faith regarding this issue. And the final outcome is being able to walk away from everything. The first thing you must do is do a business plan and run it through artificial intelligence and check it. You must never lose control of it. You must be the one in control. And you probably want to have a contract with your daughter. And stay away from anybody who doesn't believe in you. Healthy criticism that talks about how you can improve your stuff is great. But stay away from people who just attack you and don't believe in you. That's not the same thing. Yeah. Start with a business plan. All right. So we have a question here from Yvette. Hello, my beloved Yvette. How are you, darling? Oh, wait a minute. I think Rainy's here first. My apologies. Rainy, will I get a literary agent or should I cut and the chase and self-publish my new novel? Well, either way, you know you're coming to Taco Tuesdays. So you've got a gig, Rainy. We have a TV show or a YouTube show where we feature up and coming writers. So yeah, let's see. Why not self-publish? The publishing industry has gone, everybody self-publishes now, which is so much better, don't you think, on Amazon? I've got to write my book. I know. All right, literary agent, you have, there she is, the writer who dreams, who tells stories, who rubs her lamp. Yeah, you're a writer. She is the writer. Also the Queen of Pentacles is associated with Gabriel, which helps with inspiration. Oh, regarding the issue of investments, the hopes and fears, and then the final outcome. They say that you could probably sell it. Two of Cups. So Two of Cups would indicate that it could be sold to a publishing agent. You have a huge celebration coming over the book. There he is. I was looking for Archangel Gabriel, who brings down the inspiration, the money, the work. Gabriel helped write the Quran. He helped write the Constitution of Russia. Ooh, star with Gabriel. Very nice. You got some channeled work happening here for you. Final outcome is, yeah, Empress is creativity and abundance. I think you can publish with an agent. Yeah, you're a good enough writer according to this. You can see your cards here, the Two of Cups, which is the offer, and the Empress who creates. Archangel Gabriel is with you. Three of Cups, a celebration, and the Star, an anointing. You don't need to self-publish. Yeah, good for you. Learn to write good query letters. Yeah, that's the thing. Learn to write good query letters. All right, next question is Yvette. May I have a reading, please? I've been working on my psychic gifts. Oh, have you been coming to class? We teach every Sunday at 5 p.m. We need more people in the business. More remote. Hey, the more remote viewers, the better. That's what I say. All right, Yvette. Let's see what's in your future, babe. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you could like, share, subscribe, I would be eternally grateful. Five of Swords. Take the weapons away from your enemies. So this is a time of you taking control of your life, taking control of your finances, receiving the gifts of the universe. And your final outcome over that is wealth will come to you. So not only are you gifted, but the universe will take care of you. You pull double aces. Good for you, Yvette. Mm-hmm. Yes, soups. That's the way to go. Yeah, barley vegetables, and a little meat broth if you want it. Oh, yes, I think it's awfully fun here. Oh, yes. Hello, do you see my husband's case with the Boy Scouts coming to a good outcome? He's part of a class action, and we would like to heal. Yes, there's the evidence. There's the opposition. Here's the hope and fear. And the final outcome is, yes, your wish has been granted. Your husband will receive his class action lawsuit money, and the condition is that you cannot speak about the case afterwards. Yeah, you're not allowed to speak about the case. If you're willing to take that, you will probably resolve the conflict within 3 months. I'm sorry that your husband had to go through that. All right. Lauren Larson. Will my brother and I find a new place to live that meets our needs near my job? Our finances are quite limited. Oh, my. Well, let's take a look, my love. Let us take a look. You and your brother, poverty. Look at you too. Oh, you've Gavaltic mirror. Fear, fear, fear. And the opposition is Ace of Pentacles, money. The hope and the fear. Two of Cups, the offer. And the final outcome for your home is watch addictive behavior or any money that is going out that, make sure, streamline what money you have. And then you don't need a lot more money. So look for ways to get money. So look for a side hustle for an extra 1,000 a month or 500. But be careful about any money going out for alcohol, cigarettes, marijuana, junk food, addictive behaviors or codependent behaviors that your relationship with him that could be part of the problem. Do you feel that this relationship is creating the poverty? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. And the final outcome for you both is yes, your wish has been granted. But there is a problem here, possibly of an addiction or codependency that is connected to the poverty. Of course, we can't totally blame ourselves because the economy sucks right now. Yeah, thank you for that donation. You're going to be okay, but they do recommend that you that you look at removing anything that is toxic to your health. Oh, and I could give an F about reflection off your class. It drives me nuts. What can I tell you? I got rid of it mostly. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Yes. If you have a moment, can I get a card, please? Crazy Grateful. Absolutamente. A card for Crazy Grateful. A card for great. Can I get a cup of coffee first? Can I just take a sip of coffee? I need this. I can stay for a while. What do you guys think about Panama? Should I go and see Panama? Save my money and go. Once I pay off my taxes, I'm going to save for another vacation. Yeah, I'm thinking, I got the travel bug. It's like an addiction. All right. If I have a moment, can I get a card, please? You sure can, my love. Crazy Grateful, your message from Spirit is you will be victorious. This is a great year for you, Crazy Grateful. You have pulled the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is associated with victory after tears. So this is a year that you will see great victories in your life. It is a year when you will begin to see yourself coming out of the other side of whatever your struggles were. And this is somebody who probably had a very difficult childhood, somebody who was beaten down, somebody who had to fight for everything. It is the Survivor's card, and it is how Spirit views royalty. When we think of royalty in this world, we think about Queen Elizabeth, yes, right? And her corgis. But that isn't how the spiritual world sees royalty. The crown lies on the head of the survivor, that person who has shed the tears and fought for everything they have, every grain of rice they had to fight for. And they put their head down and they did what they had to do, and they survived and they thrived. And this is the card that has come to you today, Crazy. So wear the crown of the survivor with dignity, because according to Spirit, you have earned it. Thank you, everybody, for blocking. Everybody. Yeah. All right, I'm just getting through everything. You just got home. Glad to be here. Leia is a sweetheart. She was just teasing the trolls. She's not a troll. Hello, Miss Kelly. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Oh, goodness of the biscuit. Yeah. I know, sweetie. You're fine, Leia. We know who you are. An empty can rattles them. That's funny. Okay, would love to be a moderator, but sometimes I'm over aggressive with the power. I got the power. Do, 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 I got the power. Where are you? Gotta come over here. All right, we'll find you and make you a moderator. That might work real good. It's a compliment to be trolled. Well, people don't like to be ignored. It is a confession of being an incel. Yeah, I know. They're incels. It's so sad that yeah, let's move on. Yeah, she did so much for foxes. She couldn't handle it. Whereas I get annoyed and angry because I have to, the messages you guys don't see. I have things go through me first before I release them. After 20 people attacking you a day, it gets to be a little old. So I understand that it can beat creators down, but I can handle it. A lot of people get really mad at me because, yeah, I'm a teacher and I have a couple of I have a second doctoral degree now that I'm working on. And so it's like, who the hell? It's almost like it makes people defensive. Yeah, well, screw you. It's like, I was a high school dropout and I traveled the world and went back into community college at the age of 27. I was working at Johnny's coffee shop. And I was in community college for over 4 years, just taking classes. Then I transferred to university for 3 years. And then I went to medical school, and that was really difficult. And then I transferred medical schools. It took me over 5 years to get through med school. So nothing came easy. And I have learning challenges too. I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which caused me to have testing anxiety. So I struggled with that. I have some math challenges, math anxiety, right? So I don't want people to think like well, you're all that in a bag of chips. No, I struggled with learning challenges, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I was not born with a spoon in my mouth. We grew up on welfare. I was in the system. I was a ward of the state of Oregon. I was a foster kid. So nothing came easy. But I know what I did, and I know the work that I did to get where I'm at. And I'm proud of the work I did and the work I'm still trying to do. So if you are somebody who's worked hard to achieve things in life, if you're a woman or a man, then be proud. Don't have people attacking you just because maybe the other person feels like, well, I'm a loser. I'm just sitting here in my basement attacking people on YouTube. You could go to school. It is a long haul. How long did it take me? 15 years? But the good news is every day you're in school is a day that you are being changed. Every day, make a commitment to learn something new. I would sit in psych classes and I would think to myself before the teacher spoke, today I will be different than who I was yesterday, because today I will learn something that I didn't know yesterday and it will change me. I will be slightly changed from this experience. And every day I go to school and they teach me something new, I am changed for the better, right? So that gave me the inspiration to keep going. Also, I had been chanting. I had gotten introduced to Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism through an organization called SGI, Soka Gakkai USA. I was raised Jewish, but I've always been interested in Buddhism. So I'm very culturally Jewish. And then I began to chant for my highest potential, and I really felt drawn to that. My biggest dream in life was to become a doctor. So nobody thought, some high school dropout working at Johnny's coffee shop on Wilshire and Fairfax. Yeah, right. But I did it because I was consistent, and because I knew what I wanted to be. And there were a lot of trial and error. I was 27 when I realized I wanted to be a doctor. And I think I was 44 when I became one. Yeah. So I had many twists and turns before I became a doctor. Thank you, my love. I'm trying. I'm not perfect. I get defensive and angry. You guys have seen the worst of me. I, I have to work on my anger. I have a lot of anger that I still have to work on. I'm very transparent with people about what I myself am struggling with. I have complex PTSD. I talk openly about that. So we talk openly about the fact that most remote viewers have childhoods like foster care system, this hypersensitivity that we have to develop just to stay alive, right? So if you had a childhood like that where you were bullied or where you had a difficult childhood, these are often the people other people think we're crazy, because they have this hypersensitivity. But the hypersensitivity is developed to keep you alive. Yeah, it's a very primitive skill when you think about it. Hi, Renee. Yeah. Hello, Ann Moore. What do you see for me? Well, Miss Ann, let's take a look. Yeah, I never had money or anything. We were always poor. Um, and so I can be very comfortable with very little, but I must travel. Even if I'm staying in cheap places, I don't really do that anymore. Like now I'll wait. I was like, I ain't sleeping there. But when I was younger, I stayed at a lot of cheap places. All right, Annie Moore. Your first house is Four of Pentacles. Now is the time to be frugal. Think about what you want to do with your life. Your opposition is that karma awaits you. Your hope and fear at this time is that you will not be successful in your lifetime. And your final outcome is, I see new property, possibly a new home coming into your future. Yes, in the next 6 months. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's cool. Is any message for Le Mans girl? Any messages from guides? The thing I've noticed about trolls is these are the same people that we dealt with in junior high. And they want you to cry, right? And when you don't care, like, yeah, it's very frustrating for a troll because it's all about the power to hurt somebody. And then when they don't hurt you, when you're just bored, like, it's kind of like, well, this isn't fun for me. I was trying to hurt you and get you to cry, and then when you go into that psychologically, you think, wow, what a pathetic loser. You're sitting in your basement. You clearly don't have a job, and you're just looking for people you don't know to hurt on social media. You're probably take terrible care of your health. You're probably fat, overweight, and living on junk food. I mean, it's like you are somebody who has completely missed the point of why we are alive. Go out and live. Go out and see the beautiful sunshine. It's a beautiful world out there. Go take a look. Right? All right. Message from her guides. I'm going to get rid of this background so that you guys can see these cards a little better. Yeah. A green screen, yes. The cuckoo clock. So you have a set amount of time to get certain things done, right? You've got the cuckoo clock over you. Your opposition at this time. Ooh. I'm seeing possible love. Foxes. Ooh, foxes in the way of love. A lot of y'all have like been betrayed in love. I see a betrayal in love. And then the final outcome is there's your message from spirit. And your message from spirit is you are a star. You are a star. You have the star over you. And that would be a suggestion that, you know, even the fox, even the those that come and challenge us, give us a gift. But yeah, you have the fox and the man who's the fox. So you've got a little bit of a foxy man here. Could have been quite the challenge, but you have the star over you. Yes. Sometimes people are jealous of our light. That's just the way it is. Any messages from my mom or dad or Graham? Let's take a look, Kelly Aquarius Dragon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is deeply appreciated. And thank you for the donations. They are very deeply appreciated. Much love and much appreciation. All right. Kelly, message from your mom and dad is that you have, oh, there's an earthquake. I'm hearing it. Looks like it's off the coast of Southern California, probably deep in the water. I can hear it. Well, we'll know soon enough. Hopefully, it didn't hurt anybody. It might just be under, but I can hear it. All right, it's gone. So you have the power to take control over your life. Also, you're entering into a time of great discipline. You're entering into a time of great discipline. There's intense pride here, I'm feeling. Like they're very proud of you. And now is the time to let yourself be what you always were supposed to be. It's as if to say, you have the time now to perfect yourself. You have the time now to be everything you wanted to be. Take control of the situation and master that which you truly want to do. It's like me wanting to play the guitar and sing. I just do it, right? Sometimes I'm not the best guitar player in the world. It's okay, but the person who masters themselves and starts a new beginning is transformed. And the main message you get from your family is that they're just unbelievably proud of yourself. You now, before you didn't have the time, but now, Kelly, you do. And so you should go for it and work hard in building your dreams, because you will be changed in wonderful ways, and you deserve that. Yeah, that is your reading. That's rather positive. I like that. Hello, my love. How are you? Good to see you. Carpe diem, absolutely. What indications can you surmise from how yet to fulfill my calling? Thank you, O ye oracle. Yes. Your calling. Let's take a look. What is Woodpile Witch? What is your calling? What is the calling of the Woodpile Witch? What have you been called to? Walking away from poverty and exile from the church. So the first thing is they're talking about you finding a way back into the spiritual path. Perhaps you stopped being disciplined in your chosen field. Like the person who is a Sikh and they do pujas and they do fasting and prayer and mantras. But this is somebody who life got the better of you, and maybe you were called away from your connection to a higher power. So the first is to return back to the discipline of making a connection. And sometimes we may not hear the voice of God. So it takes consistency of discipline, prayer, chanting, pujas. They also say that there were some tragedies that happened to people that you loved and cared about. Maybe you saw people you cared about die, or there was death or destruction, or a lot of things happened that pulled you from your spiritual path. Poverty, tragedy, seeing the people you care about hurt. The heavens rejoice. The heavens rejoice that you asked the question. Your destiny at this time is to make a connection, to return back to a connection. This is samadhi. And so the first thing is to connect to spirit. Maybe do a 10-day Vipassana retreat, or join the Dharma Center, or a church that speaks to you. But this is the person who has been in exile because of the suffering. This isn't even so much her own suffering, but the suffering of those she loves. And the grief maybe kept you from going into your source. And now is the time to connect to source. And the Three of Cups is like a rejoicing in the heavens. Yeah. Good question. Well, you continue to be, well, that's up to you, my love. Are you eating a clean diet? Are you living a moderate lifestyle? These are deep questions, Grasshopper. And your answer is the Hierophant. So the higher power, look to the higher power, could be that it is about one's ethics. So if you live a life aligned with your ethics, that your opposition is to be a daydreamer. So that could be apathy or not being about your business. And a judgment is upon. You're a little hard on yourself. Did you grow up with fundamental religion? Because I feel like the Lord is going to judge you, and you got the Hierophant there, and it's like you will be judged for. And so, but the daydreamer is the Queen of Cups. But the takeaway here is be merciful with yourself, that you're sometimes too hard on yourself. Mm-hmm. You're very welcome, Leah. Terry Gallant would like a message from her mother. How long have we been here? Oh, almost 2 hours? Yeah, I think I need to eat something, so I think we're going to end pretty soon. Yeah. Good, Leah. I'm glad you want to help everyone who's hungry. Is there a message from my mother, Terry Gallant? A message from your mother is time for temperance, gentleness, a time for you to live a balanced life and do not escape into any extremes at this time. Your biggest struggle at this time is your opposition is Three of Wands. You may be looking elsewhere beyond the horizon. Your hope and fear at this time is love, a new love. And your final outcome is I see you moving. So the message from your mother is at this time, it is very important for you to take care of yourself and to live a moderate lifestyle, a temperate lifestyle. Also, they want you to maybe do a little traveling. There's a possibility that you have a soulmate or somebody trying to connect with you, but they may be somewhere else because you have this Three of Wands, which is going somewhere else, and then comes a love to you, and then you travel to be with them. So, yeah, love comes to you. 45 stopped Meals on Wheels. Oh, I think that it takes donations. I don't think it's owned by the government, is it? What's going on here? Why is it doing that? Yeah, I agree. Hello, Masha. Mosh. Do you see my husband's case? Yes, we got to this one already. Yes, we do. Suspect the tattletale to my HOA is my next door neighbor who is on the HOA board and I have never met. Am I correct? Any way to make them stop? Tattletale? What kind of tattletale? Tattletale about what? Oh, now I'm curious. What's that about? The tattletale. Ooh. Did you have a court case where there's a legal action here? The other gets their wish, the hope and fears, grief, and then the final outcome is flee like a thief. What the heck is going on? Oh my goodness. I'm seeing you possibly taking legal action. You could take legal action against the other individual. The other individual is facing some serious problems in their home. Hopes and fears you want peace in your own house. You could threaten legal action, in which case they would be nice to you again in order to avoid legal action. Yeah. So probably it is your next door neighbor, but you're the one going after them. And this is a potential legal action where you could get a lawyer and write the HOA and threaten them. And then they're like, okay, Ace of Cups, they back down. Yeah. That's one way to nip it in the bud, right? What do you see for me upcoming? Thank you so much. Did I do this already? No, I don't think I did. All right. What do I see coming for Annie? Oh, Six of Swords. Smoother waters lay ahead for you. The next 6 years will be smooth waters. Your opposition, the Knight of Cups. Do you have a young suitor or a young man around you? Hopes and fears, confusion. And the final outcome for you is a new home and a new commitment. What's going on in your love life? What's that about? Heavy loads. I see you moving. Travel. Possibility of a new home. Your wish has been granted. You're getting a new home. Yeah, good for you. Yes, I haven't missed class. I bought new cards because mine was so old. I couldn't see what you were showing us. Thank you so much, Whimsy. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, thank you for the donation, by the way. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you so much for your membership. Oh, yeah. So, if your dogs are barking, that's a problem, but it looks like they could be the ones on the offensive. Yeah. All right, you guys. I will be back Saturday for members. We have our private salon. If you like hanging out with me and you'd like to have private readings in a smaller group, think about coming to the Saturday get-togethers. They're noon Pacific Daylight Time. It's a lot of fun, and you'll make friends. And yeah, that's the story there. All right, everybody. Be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. Did I get to everybody who donated? I don't want to. Oh, thank you, Marie Olga. That was very kind of you. Yes. Okay, I just want to make sure I got to everybody. All right. Uh, oh, you're interested in the earthquake? Yeah, I just had an earthquake hit. Let's take a look at the earthquakes. Earthquake detector. I think it came off the West Coast. Let's take a look here. A few psychics have that. It happened, what, 10 minutes ago? Indonesia had a 5.1. Santa Rosa, Peru. Puerto Rico. Greece. Here it is. Petrola, California was the one I heard. When was that? Yeah. You see all this activity here? Let me show it to you. That's what I'm hearing. That blue one right there. Oh, what happened? They disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. You see that? That's what I heard. This one right here. When was that? Oh, it was Petrola, California. It was a 3.1. One hit in Sacramento also. Ooh, this thing flies around on you, doesn't it? Alaska. When was that? Yeah, I think I was hearing the activity over in California. Well, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. It's these ones right over here. You can see this pocket that. Ooh, LA got hit a few times. When was that? Uh, yeah, I'm getting right around here. Is this just today? What's the date on these? Largest magnitude first. Okay. Oh, 109 in Indonesia. We had a hit 109. When did I get the earthquake? What time in the day was it? Was it about 30 minutes ago? Newest first. Yeah, it was Indonesia. I was hearing Indonesia and Santa Rosa. Yeah, it was the Indonesia quake. Whoa, that's bad. When was this one? Yeah, it was Indonesia. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you need to see me as a medical intuitive, and you need some medical advice, or if you need to speak to me privately in a more private situation, you can go ahead and book me through Booksy. And then I would call you at the appropriate time. I know some of you want a little bit more privacy, a little bit more one-on-one. So those readings can be booked through Booksy. All right, my beloveds, be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless, peace out, and we will see you next time. Much love, everyone. Thank you so much. Sorry about the trolls today. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye.